are you willing to consider, I'm not asking everyone to make policy, but are you willing to consider that your lack of support for renewable energy and environmental protection might actually be harmful to the economy and the health of your constituents?
I have a look at that every day. That's one of my biggest responsibilities, is the health and economy of the United States and my constituents. And I believe that mandating these things, not encouraging them, but mandating it actually gives us an unhealthier economy.
So how are you going to encourage renewable energy and encourage
by making it easier for them to produce? By
making it easier for companies to skirt the laws?
No, the EPA does a good job.
It has done a good job, but we're dismantling it.
No, we're not dismantling it. We're looking at ways to reform it and improve it.
The head of the EPA said he doesn't see the need for EPA. He's jeopardizing the health of our children for the sake of corporate welfare.
I would never do that. I would never.
You've done it.
I don't think so. I disagree with you.
Okay, so the last question is 451. If you've got number 451, raise your hand. Okay. Number 640, if you're here. 640. Set.
Right over here. Thank you.
Well, let's stick with the numbers to make it fair.
I have the number 640. I'd like to offer the opportunity.
No, let's stick to. No, let's stick to the system.
We're trying to be fair to
Yeah,
everyone.
we're trying to be fair to everyone.
736. 736.
Right here.
All right. I can bring you the mic if you want.
Dick Barron's from Moscow, and I'm wondering, Congressman, what programs are you supporting maybe that are more favorable for southern Idaho than northern Idaho? Or anything that we should know about?
That's a good question. I don't think I'm supporting any that are more favorable to one part of the state or the other. I think somebody said earlier that my job as a representative is to represent all the people in my district. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's anything that I've ever done that favors one part of the state over the other, or one part of my district over the other.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Let's do two more, real quick.
733.
I do have to get to Coeur d'Alene, so I apologize, but let's do two more.
733. Number 733. Okay. 471. 471. Okay, thank you.
Thank you for your time today, Congressman. My question concerns healthcare. And I have a son who is 7 years old next week, and he has a congenital heart defect. My concern is not really the high-risk pools, because it's pretty obvious there. We have insurance. I mean, it's a struggle. It's a whole different reality than a lot of people would believe. My concern would be if we pass that to states' rights and more of like term caps and lifetime limits on insurance that's available. And what do you think about that for the states?
Great question. Our bill doesn't do any state cap, any lifetime limits. What our bill does is it changes the rating, what's called the community rating, so the state can try to bring down the cost of health insurance for most individuals. I know it's going to sound like the same answer I gave you, but that's what our bill does. And then it will subsidize any increases that some people have through those high-risk pools. But there's nothing in our bill that changes that about lifetime limits and so.
Okay, so we'll do one last.
Our bill does not change his ability to have insurance in any way.
Okay, so this will be the last question then. 758. Number 758.
758.
Okay.
Very good.
Okay.
Come over here.
I'll
There's
bring
one
you.
over here. Or actually here. Let me have
Yeah.
Stay right there. This is it's easy.
I didn't come with any questions. I just came from an installation of new citizens in the Spokane area. I think it was 101, a new daughter-in-law, well, a daughter-in-law,
Congratulations.
friends, just pledged to support our Constitution and defend our country. And there was 40 different countries and 103 people there that wanted to come and have worked to be citizens. And I just came just thinking I didn't expect to talk, but I'm glad you're here.
Well, thank you. Well, thank you, all of you, for being here. It's an honor to be here, and I hope you have a